goody. Sorry, I am so late. I will give you all a few minutes to come on. Hopefully you come on. This is a cat ear post. So this is one of the posts that you can gain entry on. And there's two different ways that we're going to do this. I'm going to give away 2 sets. Pull them out of my bag. I got some other really cute stuff too, you guys. I have to say. I love this store, but it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous to go there for me. I got some tablecloths. You know, all the good stuff. There we go. Oh, I'm so glad that you were patiently waiting, Jamie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So these are them. You'll notice they are exactly like mine. But I gotta show you what else I found. No. And then we'll put some makeup on while everybody else joins. And we'll go through the description on this video. Actually, blatantly spells it all out. You need to go to Rafflecopter. That's where there's no purchase necessary for the first set of ears. There's multiple ways to enter for the Rafflecopter, so you can actually have multiple entries. You will have 2 full days to do this, so we're actually going to let the winner be picked on Tuesday, so that way you guys will actually have a chance at this video. I'm here. Let the party begin. All right, Rachel, now that you're here. Yes. Yes, doesn't it, though? So, the Rafflecopter will go through, everything that's on there. There's multiple ways to enter, multiple entries to gain when you click that little link. And after I'm not live anymore, that link will become activated, so you can just click it. And it's the same link I put up on my page earlier as well. So that is for the first set of ears. Now, I thought about it because my husband actually brought it up, and he said, you know what? You really need to offer those who make purchases from you. So this is the second set of ears, which will be available to people who make purchases. They will go into a second drawing that is not through Rafflecopter. So, again, the first giveaway, no purchase necessary. It's just simple things. Like comment on the video, which obviously Jenny, Way, has already got it. Jamie, you've already got it. Rachel, you've already got it. That's a comment on the video. When you share it, you get another entry. So you'll click that link and you'll go to Rafflecopter and you'll tell it that you did the things that you did. And if you share it, please comment down below shared so that I can actually match it up through Rafflecopter. Oh, that's a lot to say, you guys. All right, so now, do you want to see my other goodies that I found when I went in there looking for your guys' ears? I found some other stuff. Show them again, please. These are the cat ears. Way to go, Jamie. That's another entry. Hi, Renee. How are you? That's another entry. So I figured that I would simply spell that all out, that there's also a second set available for those who purchase off my site. That all that information is on my personal page, so while you're there, you can shoot me a friend request too if you want. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right?
My mom is really good.
So, I'm going to show you my other goodies. I got to show you my other goodies that I found. Okay, so I found these. Aren't these cute? Now, these won't necessarily work for makeup. I know you do, Rachel. You're so good. You're so good to me. I appreciate all of the love. You know, and you guys share. It brings my heart joy to know that my message is reaching somebody and that there's a reason for me being on here. And honestly, in my darkest days when I felt like giving up and just stopping, I will randomly get a message from one of you guys that just makes my heart swell. And I know that I have to continue, right? So all of those shares, all that does is just reconfirm that I'm exactly... Hi, April! all it does is reconfirm that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be with you guys, and I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm a huge believer in that purpose, and so when those happen and I get those messages from you guys, and it literally, I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, and I'm so glad to have gotten close to so many of you. It just makes it brightens my entire world. You have no idea. So these were so fun, and they're just like little clippies. So, I don't know, we should take one off, huh? Let's take one off. And we can place them, you can place them kind of wherever you want. So, like if you wanted them right there, you could just like place them in there. How cool is that? I found those too. And then I kind of nerded out for a second, I have to say. Thank you, April. You are, I keep forgetting, but that is your name, right? I nerded out while I was in there, and I bought myself these. I did find a pair of bunny ears, and I thought I got them, but I guess I didn't. Because I got home, and I just had my tablecloths and my little door hangers. Do you guys want to see that stuff, too? I'll show you that stuff, too. I'll show you all my goodies.
I know what I want to be.
Good.
I want to be a unicorn.
Thank you, Donna. Do you guys want to see my goodies? What does this say? Okay, it says, I have two of them back there, but I don't think you can see the one. This one says, being unique is better than being perfect. That's my biggest motto. And this up here, that's my son who graduated last year. It's kind of a big deal around here that he graduated last year. I'm so super proud of all my kids. So I got this vinyl tablecloth. And then I got it home and realized that it's the wrong size. But whatever, we'll make it work. No. No, babe. Okay, and then I got this one. I fell in love with this one. So I have these stands that, like, one is like a storage cabinet and the other one is our shoe rack. And I'm going to use these to cover those. Yes.
Are they doing that?
It's my Batman shirt. Because I'm Batman. And if you don't believe that, have you ever seen me and Batman in the same room? I mean, honestly, answer that question.
Yes.
So I figured I would put those on my my little stands. And then I got this one for the other one. And I got this one for my larger stand. That's actually my shoe rack. Because I like to cover them so that you don't have to see everybody's shoes. I do that with 6 kids to try and keep it organized in my living room. Otherwise, we have a plethora of shoes everywhere. If your kids do that, give me a like because it's crazy. Lower your voice. I'm Batman. No. I'm Batman.
That's me, Marvin.
So I got this because I thought it was so cute to hang up. Isn't that cute? I'm like a huge wood placard fan, you guys. So I have lots of little wood placards. I love canvas art. And this one I actually picked out when I just started my business and I wasn't sure where to put it. And so I just put it back there because it embodies everything I believe and everything that I am. I can't be anybody else. I tried for a lot of years to be somebody I wasn't, and it
didn't work.
It didn't work for me. I tried to be what society wanted me to be, and I failed. So I got this actually for my bedroom door, you guys. I told my husband, I was like, oh, we need that for our bedroom door. I went to Party City, April. Oh, and we got some zombie flamingos. Oh my gosh. I will post a picture of the zombie flamingos that I have outside of my porch later. So cute.
I wanted to name one.
They're black though, so my mom's like, well, they look more like, what did she call them?
I think it was
Oh, vampires, because they have like really sharp teeth. So I was like, okay, so they're either zombingos or they're vambingos. Either way, they're really super cute. And then I got these for my windows, just a sparkly black cat. Because you all know that I'm cat obsessed. And then a little pumpkin thing. I try to And then I got Kelly his Halloween costume. That was my last thing that I got. The last thing I got. I do. I looked at a lot of different stuff. I actually found... I thought about some masks, but I was like, you know what? Masks aren't going to work because you're applying makeup. I kind of had a really duh moment. But I got your guys' cat ears, and then I got me this nerd bow. So I got to remove my tags and stuff. How cute is that?
I'm a nerd.
So it'll keep my hair off my face when I'm applying. I don't know that I'll wear that often, though. Because I'm kind of a fan of the cat ears. It's kind of my thing.
Mom, there's 6 things.
It's kind of my thing. So we're going to get into some makeup really quick. So just for those, we'll go over the giveaways one more time. There is a link up there, which is the Rafflecopter link. And every time you guys share, you can share you'll have 3 entries for sharing. You can do that once a day. When you comment, you can do that once a day as well. So that's going to give you extra entries for the cat ear giveaway. And I think there's another one that you can do once a day. And then there's there's visit my business page and like my business page, I think. So there's 2 extra entries there. But there's multiple ways to enter for that set. And then I have the second giveaway, which is regarding only purchases. So anybody who purchases off my website between now and next week, we will, yes, I did. I created my own. Yep. So it shouldn't say that anymore, Rachel. If it does, I'll have to fix it tonight so that it fixes it. But yes, there's 2 create your own entries that are there. They already say what they are, like when you open them up, but for some reason it didn't. Rafflecopter was not being my best friend earlier today. So there's 2 different giveaways going. One is just through Rafflecopter, which requires no purchases at all. But my husband was pointing out, he's like, you should give those people who purchase from you also a chance. So we bought 2 sets. So 2 separate giveaways going on right now. And I do plan on, I can't disclose exactly what the goodies are going to be, but I will tell you that each of those will have goodies in them as well. So, and I will message you, if you're the winner, I will message you immediately and get your information and that kind of stuff, and then ask you a couple questions, and that will decide what's going to be in with your ears. And that way we can get that shipped out right away. So, the first one will end, like I said, on the last time that you'll be able to comment on a video, I believe, is going to be Monday. And then we'll draw, the winner will be announced Tuesday, on my Tuesday morning live. It should be in the morning or around 11 o'clock, my time. So, I did my eyes today, so I'm not going to really mess with my eyes. I am going to put on the rest of my makeup, though. And I thought maybe this would be a good opportunity to show you the BB cream, because it is it's a medium coverage. It's not a heavy coverage. But I love it for the winter time, because my skin gets super, super, super dry for a little bit till it adjusts. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender to kind of apply it. This is the only one that's ever been like paste on me, but when it dries in, when it goes in, it doesn't look like that, I promise. I'm going to avoid my eyebrows because I did those too. This is the makeup I have had on all day. I didn't do anything with my face today. I just did my eyes.
They're pretty.
And I still feel like they look pretty darn good for being on 8 hours a day.
They were on 8 hours a day.
Anyway, as far as my little canvas back there, that was kind of like my first, I need to have this because it embodies so much of who I am and what I'm trying to put into the world and what we talk about. And I think I've had it in all but maybe a few that I didn't have it in because I hadn't gotten it yet. That was all before. I don't know. Hold on. I've got to get rid of that. There we go. There we go. So we're just going to kind of go in there and blend it in. You see that that blended out completely. But you also can see that it is definitely a lighter finish. It is not a heavy, it's not a full coverage. I would say it's a medium coverage. And I find that a lot with BB creams. They're usually not quite as thick as, like, say, foundation, so they're nicer on your skin. They don't feel as heavy. If you don't like anything on your face, BB cream is probably the way to go, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Anyway, so now that we've gotten all the giveaway stuff squared away, let's talk about some stuff. What do you guys want to talk about?
Cats.
No, let's not talk about. Is it busy where I live? No, well, you know, sometimes we had to go grocery shopping, and where I live in a really, really small town. Like, I think, I'd say, wish I could say I gotta run to town. Service sucks. Driving down. Okay, dear. All right, I love you. And I will talk to you soon, Miss Rachel. I live in a really small town where I'm at. So, and I kind of like that. Like, I've talked about my front porch being my view to the world, you know. I live in a very, very, very small town. Probably to most of you, it would be like, you might not be able to live here. I love you too, Rachel. So, it's not far from anything. Like, we have a lot of stuff in the nearby town, I guess, which is less than 10 minutes from my house. But, and that's where our Walmart is, and, you know, we have Pizza Hut, and Pizza Hut obviously delivers. And then we have a couple, like, local restaurants, plus McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell and all that fun jazz, which is right outside the road of where we are. In our town, we just have, like, a couple hamburger joints, a gas station, and, like, 27 churches. So, and our Walmart is, like, 10 minutes away. So, it's not huge. That's crazy. That's awesome, though. That means you're like, you're a rural girl like me. And then we go to our bigger town, which is just a little bit, it's about 30 minutes away. And they have, you know, all the bigger stores and a lot more of selection, like Party City. And that's why I didn't make it yesterday, because work ran a little bit long. It's easier for me to shop online. Yeah, that's me too. I mean, this shirt in particular came from Torrid, and I don't have a Torrid within 30 miles of me. I really don't. My Torrid is located, like, I have to go to the coast, what I consider the coast. I've become, you know, I've been in Eastern Washington so long now that I refer to that as the coast. But I have to go pretty far out to get to a Torrid, so I just order a lot of stuff online. I'm doing fantastic, Gloria. How are you? Oh, see, I love that you guys have to drive like I do. I love that. Most people, when they think of Washington, they think of the wet side. We're actually on the dry side, so we get more snow. We get, you know, really, really super hot summers. We get kind of all of those more fun events. And we don't get so much on the rain. We've gotten some rain this season, but not nearly enough. We have a lot of fires where I'm at. A lot of fires. Like, I'm not even playing. It's been terrible. We've had a rough fire season. Hey, Tracy, how are you? So, all of those things, and that's yesterday, like, ran really long, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to drive 30 minutes when I didn't even get home I didn't even get home yesterday, you guys, until like 6 o'clock. And today we had to go grocery shopping, so we did a lot of my husband and I, once every 2 weeks, we do big shopping, because we don't like to, we found that it's cheaper for us to figure out what we're going to have for the next 2 weeks than it is to go to the store like every couple of days, because Walmart is close enough to go every couple of days. It's just not, it's not pocketbook friendly to do that. So we have tried not to do that as much. And it ran a little bit longer there. There was a lot of traffic going on in the town that we go to. We stopped at Party City first, so that was like goodies galore. And I got each of my kids something, and then I had to get Kelly a costume for Halloween. And I don't think I have that one right handy. I don't think so. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. I do have it. Do you guys want to see what he's going to be? I know that some of you are going to be shocked, and if you watched my videos before when he's like all up in here going, I'm going to be... You probably have an idea of what he got today.
Amazing.
Happy Sunday, Jesse. How are you? So I know that some of you are going to be surprised, but yes, he's going to be Jack Skellington. I'm pretty sure we're going to do the makeup, though, instead of the mask. Because I just think for kids, it's easier for them to see if they don't have the masks. I know. Some of you are like, oh, yeah, we could have pegged that one. He wanted really bad to be Oogie Boogie, but I cannot find a kid's Oogie Boogie costume anywhere. I looked, I went to Amazon, I looked like everywhere I could think of that might have something, and I don't feel like I'm really in a craft mode enough to make it. You're going as Sally, right? We've talked about it. I don't know exactly. I probably will be a cat, honestly. I probably will be a cat.
What are we matching them?
I dress up every year, but usually it's like I'm a cat, and
I'll be a cat.
I am going to do a Sally look, though. Kelly and I are going to do Jack and Sally on a live video. Should be interesting. 6-year-old Patience trying to do something like that. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
We should do cat faces sometime.
He did kind of talk me into doing the live video so that I could do the look. And I did pick up some stuff for that because I'm going to need, I don't know, I'm going to need the paint pots instead of, we're going to put a little bit of blush on here. I'm going to try and keep it in one line. So we'll kind of more finish it at the age of 18 when I moved to see. Really? I can kind of see that, though. I mean, I can kind of understand that. It's kind of like Canada's Thanksgiving. I love Halloween, honestly. And a lot of people like give me flack for it, but I'm like, I love Halloween. I do. I love Halloween. And I think it is what you make it. Like I had one lady, because I have little mummy coffee cups. I'm crazy. I have little mummy coffee cups that I use during October, and I have, bring me my little guys.
He has
Only 25%. That's crazy, Jesse. I had no idea. My husband went to Safeway the other day, and he's like, babe, I saw these, and I knew that you needed them. So I have these little guys in my window. And I have this little guy in my window.
This is from Day of the Dead. For
Deos Muertos?
Yes. I love Day of the Dead. It's amazing. I want
So,
to go
and
there. My daddy.
my little sugar skull dude. I haven't even removed everything. No. Give you candy. Girl, you come to my house and trick or treat. I give out full-size candy bars. I never get any trick-or-treaters. I think it's just an excuse for my husband to buy full-size candy bars. Don't, you know. I think he just wants to buy full-size candy bars. You can come and trick-or-treat here anytime. Isn't that cute? So those are my little guys that he picked up for me. And like brought it home like it was a dozen roses. Yes. He brought it home to me like it was a dozen roses, and I was like, oh, be still my beating heart.
Again.
Always. He seriously. I have a friend who shall remain nameless, who when the teenagers come to her house, she gives them hot sauce packets and ketchup packets.
I get candy.
Yes. Yes, Donna, their dried salami is amazing. where we're at, and I don't really know why. I'm on a really busy road here, and it's well lit, and we make sure that it's really well lit. We have, in the years that we've lived here, which we bought the house 4 going on 5 years ago, we have never had a single trick-or-treater. The other house that I had never had a single trick-or-treater there either, but I understood that one because I was kind of down a really dark little like carport area, and it was quite a long walk. So I understood why I had nobody there, because people were like, oh, we're not going to go to the crazy cat lady's house. I love that commercial, by the way. Where do you want to go first, kids? Let's go to the cat lady's house. Yeah, and she totally tricks them. She totally plays them. She's like, they are not getting my good candy. They are not getting my good candy. Although, in her defense, she always gives me candy, too. So, I'm sure she would give you candy, Jessie. But I don't know why. I don't know why we have no trick-or-treaters here. We should. We should have a lot of trick-or-treaters here. We have a lot of kids in our neighborhood that walk our blocks.
My friend just moved down the street.
I might have some this year. We're going to use some Optimistic for our highlight.
My friend might come
because, you know, it's never too late to highlight. Like, it's never too late to go full on.
It is.
It's not. It's really not.
No.
Trust me, it's not.
Fine, you know more about makeup than I do.
It's never too late, right?
I can't even.
Oh, you're learning. You're young.
So.
You'll get there.
I'm 12 years old.
You'll get there.
I deserve things.
Believe me, this time is going to go by faster than you think. She's over here going, I don't even put on makeup. Thank goodness.
Actually, I do put on tack. That helps.
She'll always be my baby, you guys. I think we're going to do, should we do a lip stain or a liquid lipstick?
Liquid lipstick.
Or a gloss. We could do gloss, too.
Gloss.
She's over here. I can't make up my mind. Those are all so amazing.
I know, right?
Yeah, so we've lived here for a long time, and when I graduated from here, all I wanted to do was get away from here. And then as an adult, once I had kids, I wanted something quieter. I wanted something that I felt like, I wanted an area where I felt like I can go into my kids' school here without having to make an appointment, and I love that. I love that they know me by name. I love that when I walk in there, I'm never, they know exactly who I am, and the mother of 6 kids that I am the mother of. So I love that. And when I moved back for that peace and quiet. I moved back from the coast, and all right, glossy gloss. I love gloss. So now the question is, what color of gloss? We've got this one, which is probably one of my all-time favorites right here.
That one, I love that one.
And then I have that hot, like, bubblegum pink. It's like a soft baby pink, I guess.
I like the other one better.
And then I have this one, which is more like a frost.
I like the other one better.
I like the other one better. She has no idea what she's talking about. So when we moved into this house and my husband and I got married.
Daddy.
Yes, I am. I am doing very good tonight, Shelly. When we got married and everything just fell into place. And I say that with the kindest way possible. It was definitely divine intervention. All right, Donna, you're the only one answering. So we'll go with that frosty look.
I answered.
I kind of like, I don't know.
Just my answer too?
The first one. Let's do them both. Let's just get in there with them both.
Are you going to do half the lips?
No, I'm going to go back over with the other one. I love these because they're not sticky. I can't do sticky gloss. I just can't. So we'll kind of give that illusion of bigger, plumper lips. Well, they are bigger and plumper now, but anyway, when everything just kind of fell into place and our life kind of fell into place, and it was just one of those things where it really felt like it was meant to be. And I waited and prayed for so long for my husband, after I just decided I was going to be a crazy cat lady because I was so done and so tired of just stuff. You know, I was tired of dating. I was tired of trying to date. I was tired of meeting people who weren't being their authentic self, and I was just frustrated. And I had to choose to stop giving of myself and start choosing to, you know, kind of hold off on that and actually, I guess, actually wait to see who was interested in who I was as a person instead of who just wanted, you know, good time. And
well, then you found my dad. Then I was born.
yeah, that's before that though. I lost him. Her dad was my first husband. He was hit by a car and he passed away.
When I was like 0 years old.
Oh my goodness.
What?
That is so cool. I bet you do.
What?
I bet you do miss it. I have heard that Australia is insanely beautiful.
Oh, I want to meet a kangaroo. Can I
My cousin did a study abroad in Australia, and it was so... She said that it was just stunning. Aside from the spiders, apparently you guys have some really big spiders. She was not down with the spiders. She was like, yeah, no. I've been playing with my new makeup. Yes, that highlighter is amazing. I love that highlighter. Primer is huge. Primer is huge. We discovered that. We discovered that the other day. Yeah, so, yeah, and she sent me a picture of a cooler that had a spider that was bigger than my hand. And it was not a tarantula, which horrified me. I can handle tarantulas because I've seen them and held them and used been around them before. But it was like, it looked like a larger version of our house spiders, and I was horrified. It was horrifying. And it took up like a big chunk of the cooler. I was like, that's not okay. That's just not okay. So when everything like fell into place for my husband and I, and we got our house and it was big enough for all of us, and it just one blessing after another. When you find what's right for you, and you find that you can authentically be yourself, live with them. That's what I heard. Like they're literally in your houses. They're your house spiders. No, Jessica, I couldn't do it. I could not do that. I'd be petrified. And we just kind of, everything felt exactly how it should, and we could authentically be ourselves, and there was never a feeling of, oh, we don't belong, we don't belong here, we don't belong this or that or whatever. And it was just, we were friends first, and he's still my best friend. Yes, I think I saw your pictures. Your pictures are really, really cool. My parents went all out one year when we lived in this little itty bitty town, like makes this town look like a city. We have deer problems like over on the coast too. Like my other mom, she lives in Anacortes, and she has deer in her backyard on a daily basis, and they're always eating her roses. But when we decided that this was it for us, it was it for us, and he's still my best friend, and he will always be my best friend. We laugh, we joke, I couldn't imagine building a life with a more amazing person. And
Where's the cookie?
that's what I said the other night. I was almost going to say, somebody had commented on my video and said, oh, I don't have a husband. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But then it dawned on me, and I was like, no, because a lot of times we settle. We settle for people because they're there, because we're afraid of being alone. And I know that I was a settler. I talk about being eeny, meeny, miny, mo people, and we very rarely wait for our mo's in anything. We usually pick our eenies. Maybe if you're really blessed, you pick a
Can I
meanie.
just have another cookie?
Yes, you can have another cookie.
Yes!
You know, maybe if you're really blessed, then you pick a meanie, but we don't wait for the one that just really sets our soul on fire. A lot of it is, for me, it was a fear of loneliness. I didn't like who I was. I didn't like who I was when I was alone. And obviously I had a really, yes, Jesse, that's exactly what I'm talking about. And we do that a lot. We settle for these people who are not best for us. And the sad part is, you can have two good people that cannot be good for each other, if that makes any sense. They can just not be good for each other, and they can be very toxic. I refer to that as deep rolling pigeons, and you can also have the two deep rolling pigeons. Two deep rolling pigeons don't survive. They'll plummet into the ground. So if you've got one that's kind of free-spirited, you've got to have somebody who can kind of like bump you back up, but isn't going to try and put you in a cage. Because I just, when I decided that I was fighting back, when I decided I was going to fight back, when I was really going to fight back, I've always been really mouthy, and that mouth has gotten me a lot of stuff, like a lot of hits, a lot of kicks, a lot of stuff that probably I should have been smart enough to just shut up in the past. And I was just so hurt from all of that I just was done. I was done. I was done settling. I was done picking for the eenies, you know. And when I realized, man, that he was my Mo, that he was exactly like I was. His heart is as big as he is. His heart is bigger than mine. And my soulmate was a jerk. Then he probably wasn't your soulmate, babe. That's what I'll tell you. When I was younger, we lived in a place called Jordan River Trails, and we had a ton of deer. We had to, like, swirl down through deer, like, everywhere. Okay. Nice. And that's exactly, you know, friendships don't necessarily solidify things, but I think that being with somebody who can make you laugh and who is your best friend and who is your better, you know, your counter partner. I look at it this way. We are all representatives of our partners when we choose a partner, okay? We're all representatives of them. So whoever you're with, they're going to represent you to people who can't see you. So if you can't make it somewhere, then your partner's going to represent you. If that person that you're with is representing you in a way that you would not want to be associated with, the chances are pretty likely that's not the right partner for you. If you're a representative of that as well. So you're a representative of your partner. So when you're out and about and people see you and they see your face, then you're representing him as well, because people assume that, okay, well, that person's going to be just like that. And so we always have to carry ourselves, you know, with a little bit of dignity, with a little bit of class, with a little bit of respect, and to know that we're worth it, and to kind of have that. Because when we do that, I would never be embarrassed of how my husband would behave if I wasn't there. Just like he would never be embarrassed of me to how I would behave if he wasn't there. And that was really huge for both of us, because we'd both been really hurt in a lot of ways. And I was just a support person for him. I'd be interested. One day he got up. Aww. Oh, Jesse, that's so awesome. That's exactly it. My case, he got up the courage to ask me. We were just friends, and he got up the courage. He said, really nervously, one of us was sweating profusely. I won't tell you which one, but one of us was sweating profusely. And he said, would you want to kind of go on a date with me? And at that point, I was like, what do you consider dating? I'm telling you, the whole head... The head swing, everything. I was just like, what do you consider dating? Because I've met a lot of people. That's it, Jesse. That's it right there. Never stop falling in love. Everything that you did to gain a woman is the stuff that you have to keep doing when you have a woman. And vice versa. Everything you did, you did to gain your man, you know, you got to keep doing, because you kind of got to keep courting each other and knowing each other, because people are constantly changing and growing. And if you're not willing to get to know that person or continue to get to know that person and choose that person daily, the chances are very highly likely that you'll grow apart. And sometimes that's a good thing, but sometimes that's a really bad thing. And that was just like, I was like whole head swing going, not happening. Because my experience of what people my age thought of dating, you guys know what people thought of. I don't have to explain that to you. You know what guys thought of dating. And at that point, I was just like, no, I'm not. I'm going to value myself enough to wait and find out who's actually interested in me being me. I'm quirky. I'm weird. I'm not perfect. I'm broken. And I'm proud of my brokenness. I'm proud of my scars. I'm definitely very proud of who I've become now. But at that point, it was just, I wanted to find out who could, you know, love me at my worst and who could allow me to be me. I didn't want somebody who was going to try to change me. I was done changing for people. I tried so hard, you guys, to be what the world wanted me to be. And I failed miserably at it because it was so foreign to me. I don't have a cruel bone in my body. And I can't be cruel to people for any reason. Not because somebody told me to, not because any of that. I just can't do it because my heart is too big. And I'm like, nope, can't do that. Not going to play that game. And with guys, I don't know. They just, at that point, I thought that's what they wanted. And he's like, go to the movies or go out to dinner. You know, and I said this the last time, I'm like, which followed up with, and you're going to pay, right? And so, hi, Crystal, how are you? So that's kind of like how that followed up with, and you're going to pay, because before that, I'd paid for all of that. And it's just awesome. It's just awesome to see, and you got to really appreciate those blessings. Jesse, you're blessed to have somebody that you're both enamored with each other, that you're both encouraging each other to be better tomorrow than you were today, that you're both growing each other, right? That's a blessing. And a lot of us forget that. We forget to look at that as a blessing. We forget to see it for what it is. And I think that that's the number one thing that we forget and we take for granted. Never take each other for granted. Oh, see? My husband and I argue about who loves each other more. Like, it's sickening, you guys. You should ask my family. They're like, ugh, these two. Ugh. We constantly argue over who loves each other more. I think that's the best fight any couple could ever have. And that's what I hope for, Jamie. I hope to have 60 years and just look back at this life and go, what a ride. Look at what we did. Look at what we accomplished. And to see all of our kids doing so well in so many things. And Jamie, you're bringing tears to my eyes with your little story. I love that. I love that. Absolutely love that, you guys. So those are just, just some of those things that we just forget. And we get so preoccupied sometimes with all of our flaws. And I'm learning to embrace my flaws and find it beautiful. Which I'm not perfect at yet. I'm not perfected. I'm still being pruned. I feel like I need contour. I feel like I'm like sitting here looking at me going, I feel like I need contour. What do you guys think? Let's do a little bit of contour. But fortunately, my makeup doesn't really run. This makeup, I'm a crier. I am a crier. I'm sensitive. I've always been sensitive. I kind of saw that as a bad thing. Like, I was always taught that was kind of like you're overly sensitive. People say that like it's a negative thing. And I kind of took it like it was a negative thing. And I always felt bad for it. And then I became a constant apologizer. to compensate for being too sensitive. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I'm crying. I'm so sorry that I'm in your way, and even though you bumped into me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I felt like I constantly had to apologize because I was made to feel like being sensitive was a bad thing. Like it was a terrible, terrible thing. And I'm definitely a crier. That's why I need really, really good makeup, honestly. Because otherwise I will look like a train wreck. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. So we'll blend it out a little bit. And I need to do my nose as well. Isn't it crazy how we feel like that's like something that we can actually control? And something so beautiful is manipulated into being something so bad. I think that tender-hearted people, it's so beautiful to see tender-hearted people and how they interact and how they work. And it's really a blessing to be tender-hearted, and I see that now. I see that I'm blessed to be that way because there's a lot of people who've grown really cold in a world that hasn't been so fantastic. And I would never want to be cold. I want everyone to genuinely, the best feeling in the world is to know that you were genuinely appreciated and genuinely loved. And so, when I jump on here and I tell you guys, and when I comment on your photos and I'm like, oh, you're beautiful, I mean it. That's the truth. Makeup doesn't make us beautiful, it's just the whipped cream on our sundae. Right? I think I just screwed that up, you guys. I just jacked that up a little bit. It's fine. I'll have a really tiny nose. I always say that. That never happens. But I always say that. I'm like, I'm going to have a really tiny nose in a second. My nose is going to look really tiny.
Okay.
I'm not going to save you.
But we are.
And then we'll do, what are you talking about? No. No. No.
But we are.
No.
Listen, but
No.
Stop.
You go that way and talk to Dad. He's trying to talk me into letting him watch a video he's not allowed to watch. That's what's going down right now.
What's this mean?
That's not happening.
That's beer.
Can I drink
No.
No.
Oh my god! But it smells good. Oh my god!
Oh, you guys, this is the craziest live. What 4 of you are on here? It doesn't tell me. Hand me that so that he doesn't drink it. My husband got me a beer today, and I didn't want to drink on here, so it's been sitting there, and he just found it on the other side of the table because he's a turkey.
Okay. What's that?
You want to say hello? You can say hello. Say hi.
Hi.
Look at the camera and say hi.
I'm like a balloon boy. See like his cheeks?
I see your cheeks.
And can I have a helicopter hat? That's cool.
A helicopter hat, this kid. Where do you go? Give me kisses.
And I'll be balloon
He definitely
boy.
came from our family.
Okay. So, ladies, I'm just about done here. Unless you have more questions or you want to talk about something, I'm going to get off here. We've pretty much completed a look. I feel really confident about it. I did put more mascara on as well today, or this evening. I love you guys. I'll do a quick recap of the 2 giveaways that I'm doing. One is for purchases only, and that's one of these for purchases only. And I will message the winners and ask them a couple questions to figure out what will be with this. And then this one is the one that is in the link right here for the raffle copter. So, and it just has a couple of things. There's multiple ways to enter, and you can do it every day. Thank you, Jamie. He's the last and the youngest, and he's pretty spoiled, I'm not gonna lie.
So am I.
Yes, you are too. She's the only girl. Anyway, so all of that is in the description, and after this video is no longer live, you can click the link that's in the video, and that will take you to the Rafflecopter, which will then ask you some questions. I think one of them is to visit my business page. One of them is to like my business page. I don't know. And I think they might say create your own. If they do, message me and let me know if they say that, because I think I fixed them, but they might not have fixed. But that is up there, and it will close Monday night. So you'll have this video to share. That's an entry. You'll have tomorrow's video to share. That's an entry. And then you'll have Monday morning's video to share. Now, for the one for purchases, that one goes longer. That one I'm going to go for a week. And so it'll be from today, from Saturday to Saturday. Oh, I love visiting with you guys. I absolutely love getting on here. I love all you ladies. You're amazing and you're beautiful. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for letting me finish out with my makeup, and for sharing my videos, and for showing me so much love. And I can't wait to see who wins. I love you guys. Have a beautiful night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.